try to do that. So let's say you're going, grab the leg, and basically as a grappler, you want to take me down to the ground and fight from there. Obviously, what we want to do is to stay standing as much as possible for this one. So what I do is, as soon as I recognize the type of attack, I'm moving the same leg that he's trying to trap backwards, so he's basically chasing that leg. So go. As I do that, I'm moving sideways to him. At the same time, his head is very close to me, so I can actually punish in many different ways. So one more time, the same leg that you want to trap, I'm taking backwards. Obviously, it will take some training for you to recognize that and to be able to move properly. And we will do a lot of drillings that we don't know which leg is coming, and then you're going to develop. I'm showing you at the end of level 5 how to train properly so you understand. Now, as he chases the leg, you see that basically his body angle change and his head is coming down. When that happens, elbow to the back of the head. Now, I'm not using one hand, I'm using two hands as much as possible. This is the force I'm doing. Okay, let's see that one more time. And down to here. Second option, as you come down to the knee, take it, and knee to the face. That means that the first step that I'm taking a very wide step. From here, very wide, drop the head, and go to the head. The third option is a spinning. Basically, as you come forward, I push the head down, and it becomes a semicircle. From here, I don't have to do much. His force is so strong forward that when I push down here and insert my hand between his legs, or just hit there, any person that hits in the groin will jump up. You will see that's easy to roll. One more time. We're going to move now to control techniques in stand-up. This is two control techniques that you require to know for level 5. The person is basically standing from the back to you, and you coming. As you're walking, you insert one hand behind here, raise, and grab the wrist. Now, I'm going to explain, but you can see how much pain you're right now having. Let's watch and see. We use the same move against knives for previous level, but this time I'm going to change a few things around so you can see. First, the way to enter from here is quite simple, because I'm behind him. One hand right underneath his armpit, the other hand going to his wrist. When I place my hand on the wrist, I'm holding it with the thumb right here. And most of my pressure will not be around here, but here. So what happened, I'm creating a long leverage, and we talked about it before. This will be a short leverage, and this will be a long leverage, and this is what we want to reach. So preferably, you want to hold it this way. As you do that, you continue to step forward, so the hand's going up. Let's see that again. I'm coming, grabbing, stepping. Now I have it. I'm raising the hand underneath his armpit to the maximum height I can, and now let this hand join the other hand at the exact same point, which is very close to the knuckles, right here. Now there's a lot of force and long leverage right on his wrist. For him, right now, you have no more choices. You have to come with me wherever I go. The only way to escape from him is to basically move this elbow away. So this is why I'm keeping my chest very tight to it, so there is no way that he can go anywhere. And the hands are very close to me too. This is wrong angle, right up here. And if he tries to punch you, keep your hand over here, so it's very hard. And every time you try to punch, punish. Just pull here, and he will feel it. It's very hard for him to punch. You can actually lead him from here to wherever you go. Let's go to Jamaica, man. All right.
I agree.
All right. Another good control technique is when somebody pointing a finger at you. This is a great position for you to grab and have a full control on the fingers and take it back. Now let's watch how easy is it to get to this position. The finger is pointing at you. You take the cross hand and hold it underneath. You want to insert your hand as much as possible all the way till the end. Grab. As you do that, you pivot with one leg forward, turning again underneath is arm and on top of your own hand. Now right now there's a lot of pressure. There are 10 fingers of mine on 1 finger of his. So even a strong man going to feel it right now. If he's just moving, I'm going to basically break his finger. So there is a very, very strong control here. You have to pay attention to make sure that you're turning and pivot completely. So here I am. You turn, insert, grab. And now you're in great pressure. Moving now to control and finishing techniques on the ground. Combat survival, we try to stay on our feet as much as possible, but if we go to the ground, we try to create damage as much as we can, as fast as we can, and stand up. So, when I'm on top of somebody and he's lying on his stomach, one of the first things I can do is basically use his head, lift it up, and down smash it to the ground. This is a great position to do a few times. And immediately after that, he can cooperate nicely with you. That's as a good start. Second option is basically to sit back, put two hands underneath the chin, sit on his lower back, and arch him. As you can see, there is a lot of pressure. If the person is very strong, put it underneath the nose, and he can be with you for as long as you want. It will be very hard for him to move from here. This is a very good, strong pressure. The other option that you have from here is insert both hands underneath his hand, bring it to the back, lift it up, and now you have two straight arms behind him. Now, what you want to do is bring the two arms together as much as possible and raise it up. Now you can feel how much pain he has, and as more you do that, as more he's going to feel it. As bulkier he is, it's easier for you to do. Sometimes you can support with your legs over here, but you want to keep it arms. It's a very good restrain move. Let's look at that again. My hands, as he's flying down this way, going to be inserted underneath, pull back, and to here. Move it up and here. Second option you have, you can start the same way. Your hands are going here and here. You hold them here, here. Pull it back. Bring one hand behind his back, hold it with his knee, and bring the other one here. This is a good restrained position. One held by the knee and one you have here. Got a lot of pressure on him. Second position is basically, I'll do it sideways to you so you can see, lie down sideways. I'm tying up his legs. This leg going over here, this is on top here. Now if I'm sitting down here, you feel the pressure right now. There's a lot of pressure right now on him. If I want to do more, I can do this move together. So as you can see, he's basically restrained completely.